Okay, thanks for watching another video. Fair Play Fishing, Skipper Gus here, and today we're going to try to unlock some of the mysteries of trying to find these fish. You're on a new lake, you're trying to figure out what's going on down there and where you can locate fish that can be targeted. This is going to tell you the tricks I use to find them. So you got your fish finder going, you see some arches down there, and you're wondering what kind of fish is that? What are we trying to target here? It's sometimes very hard to tell unless you've got some more data to go with that screenshot. And the data that we're going to use, and I like to use, is temperature. Most fish finders will give you a surface temperature, but that really doesn't help you out that much on these fish that are below. You need to see what's going on in current conditions. And it changes up quite a bit, especially during the summer on lakes, so you really need to have a little probe that you can set down to find what the temperature is at depth. And this Fish Hawk is a product that I use. I'm not sponsored by them at all, but this is what I've been doing to find those temperatures. I hook it up to the downrigger when I'm getting started in the morning, send it down, usually go to 100 feet, and get a temperature reading every 5 foot from the Fish Hawk that I'm using, the TD. And in that information, you can glean where this thermocline. And you can see in this chart, there's a sudden change in temperature, significant change, and that is the demarcation of where that blanket of the thermocline is formed. There you can see basically what's happening. You've got that strong layer of warm water at the top. In this case, it's around 70 degrees. That's just holding over the lower layers. There's a lot of nutrient, a lot of oxygen up in that upper layer. And then transition layer, and then your bait wants to be up in that warm water where there's a lot of nutrient form, a lot of sunlight. The bigger fish can't tolerate the temperature as well, unless they're a warm water fish, but we're looking at trout. And the rainbows and the browns will come up into that 70-degree water and feed, so you can see some big arches up in there. That could be those guys, and they'd be feeding, so that'd be a good fish to target. Otherwise, they're going to come down and hit those lower temperatures and digest closer to the thermocline. Now that you have the temperature information, you need to make a determination what species are you going to be trying to target. Each of the species is going to have a temperature range that they're most comfortable at. They're being cold-blooded. They will move into warmer water to forage. If you keep track of where you're picking up fish and at what depth and in what temperature, you'll soon get some patterns that'll be real helpful for you later on. And the browns will tolerate up to 70 degrees, so they'll come up very close to the surface, especially at low light situations where they can be more effective predators and pick off those bait fish. So don't be afraid to try a little bit shallower water for these guys in the morning and the afternoon. Okay, so now you're going to watch the fish finder. If you see a fish arch that's below the thermocline, fairly good size, you know it's a game fish, and that's a target you want to move your bait towards, try to trigger a strike there. The steady lines you see going horizontally across the screen are obviously the downrigger ball returns.
There's a fish. Missed it. Why didn't we get that fish?
That fish arched like that?
Yep, that was one.
One in front of him.
No, that's my ball coming back up.
So a lot of times this time of year, the fish will be tight on the bottom, especially the lake trout. Browns too will do this. You got to watch real carefully to see the arches, or if there's not much separation from the bottom, and be real diligent on working your gear so that you don't get caught up on some obstruction down there. Keep working those fish arches as you see them. Try to come up to them, come down to them, work the bottom if you're seeing them on the bottom, and eventually it will pay off. They're kind of slow and cold this time of year because they're in the cold water and digesting, but be patient. Because good things can happen to those who wait.
Now you're gonna go home and watch out of that.
Yep, you are.
Look, son, this is what Gus watches.
Yep. What gets the fisherman always watch. SpongeBob.
Did it come in? Nice.
Double.
Nice.
Now, kokanee are another fish that very temperature sensitive. And it helps to make a little graph, and doesn't have to be fancy, but you just keep track of where you found the temperatures. 50 to 52s kokanee are what they prefer. You can usually see them on the screen if they're schooled up, especially. You got a pretty good indication where they might be at, but those temperature depths also help you with presentation as far as what depths they might be the most aggressive at. And that'll give you a target to go to with all the other variables associated with trying to get a kokanee. It always helps to narrow it down to as few as possible.
Levi! Ha ha ha! That's a nice fish. That is a fatty. Very well done.
Picture?
Picture. Picture perfect. Nice.
Or is that a trout? That's a trout.
No, it's not. That's a kokanee. We just have not. That's a big one. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, we've covered a number of the freshwater game fish that I'm targeting here in Northern California and the western area of the United States. And in the summertime, with the stratification of the lakes, hopefully this information's helped you out on targeting some of these species. I've gone over a little bit on the fish hawk. I find it very helpful, not a difficult thing to use. I don't get any kickbacks on from them in my recommendations, so the only thing I've got to say about the product is it doesn't have a replaceable battery, and so you can't charge it at all. So when it runs out of battery, you're done. And that being said, it does last quite a long, not years, lasts quite a long time. But that is, something as far as a replacement cost and cost of fishing, not inexpensive. But well worth it once you get used to using them. I would go ahead and make some logs, some simple logs up, and keep track of all this, and hopefully that'll help you with your tight lines.
Okay, Gary Edmonster, oh great kokanee guy. So what are you thinking? What are you telling us here?
I'm thinking 50, 55, 60 for the kokanee, and for the trout, 45 to 50.
Yeah, so
Well, thanks for watching another video. Hope you enjoyed it, and please hit that like and subscribe. Really helps me out with the channel.